Welcome back to our Masks and Nyarlathotep actual play. We're a man down again this week, so Sir Edward will be spending his time in the hotel room, whilst the three of us tour around Shanghai, getting into Shanghai shenanigans. Let's get to the action.
The history wing of the Shanghai Municipal Museum Library was never meant to feel claustrophobic, yet by mid-afternoon it had taken on the oppressive weight of a tomb. Rows of lacquered shelves stretched into dimness, their shadows pooling like ink between the stacks. Dust motes drifted in the slanted light, turning every movement into a small disturbance of ancient air. Sir Edward had removed his jacket hours ago, sleeves rolled up, spectacles perched precariously on the bridge of his nose. He flipped another brittle page with the care of a surgeon, muttering under his breath, dynastic records, trade guilds, secret societies, nothing on that blasted order. Bert, who had long since abandoned any pretense of scholarly enthusiasm, leaned back in his chair until it creaked ominously. Bloated woman? How hard can it be? We ain't going over the top here, it's just bally folklore and silly stories. Jacob, surrounded by a forest of open volumes, managed a smile and rubbed his temples. Someone must have written something. But the shelves remained stubbornly mute. Eventually, with a reluctant air of men admitting defeat, they approached the reference desk. The librarian on duty, a thin, bespectacled man with immaculate posture, looked up from his ledger. His expression was polite, unreadable. Jacob cleared his throat. Excuse me, we're looking for any historical references to a group called the Order of the Bloated Woman? Secret society, possibly religious, maybe esoteric? The librarian blinked. Bloated woman? His tone carried no recognition, but also no curiosity. I will check. He did, thoroughly. For the next several hours, the librarian and two of his colleagues combed catalogues, card indexes, restricted folios, and dusty archival drawers that hadn't been opened in years. They spoke quietly among themselves in rapid Mandarin, occasionally glancing at you with a mixture of puzzlement and faint concern. Each time they returned, it was with the same apologetic shake of the head. No record, no reference, no similar name. By dusk, the library's great windows had turned black, reflecting only the lamplight and the weary faces of the three men who had spent an entire day chasing ghosts. Sir Edward closed the book with a soft thud. Either they'd been erased, he said, or they were never meant to be found. You stared at the empty table before you, all beginning to come to the same conclusion. The absence of evidence felt deliberate, like a door that had been locked from the other side. Okay, after spending the whole day in the library, you were heading back to your hotel, where I believe Lucky was waiting, where he's actually in the room, feeling particularly poorly. Wait a second.
Are we going to be late to see Ms. Lee?
Yeah, it's already gone past the time when you arranged to see Miss Lee.
We better hurry, but we've overstayed.
Agreed.
I only hope she's had a more productive day than we have.
Could hardly be worse.
Okay, you arrived back at after the short trip from the library to from the museum library to the hotel. You arrived back in the foyer. There's no sign of Miss Lee, but it is, as I said, it's past the time that you arranged to meet her. When you arrived back, it's pretty much dark. It was dusk on the way back, and it's dark now.
I'll go and see reception. And, excuse me, we've been rather delayed getting back. I don't suppose Ms. Lee has been asking for us. It's Mr. Lockhart.
Let me check for you, sir.
Perhaps left a message.
Ah, yes, here, sir. He hands you a piece of paper. She was here earlier. Said that you were late for your meeting and that she had to leave. She said she will return when she can, but she asked us to give you this. He hands a business card to you.
Ah, she has she has a lead. Cryptic though. Didn't give us any idea what the lead might be, but oh well, she has had a more productive day than us by the look of it.
We could always have dinner at the Astoria.
That's where you are currently.
That's what we are, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not very helpful.
No, I think we're going to have to wait for Ms. Lee
Wait for her
to.
to come back, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we should go and see how lucky is.
Yeah.
We'll head up back to the room.
Okay.
Sir Edward looking a bit green.
Yeah, he's complaining all the way back. He's been complaining about not feeling particularly well. Yeah, he's kind of following you quite slowly upstairs. You arrive back at the room. Lucky you've not long woken. You're feeling better now. Still a little. You haven't really eaten at all today. You still feel a little bit weak, but you're a lot better than you were earlier.
Evening, Lucky. You're looking better.
Still feeling a bit shaky, but I tell you what, I'm not cut out to be a cultist. I'm absolutely done with worshipping at the altar of the porcelain god.
Just as you say that, Sir Edward just literally you're standing in the middle of the kind of the sitting room area of your suite, and he just makes a run for the loo.
Well, I think you have another disciple there, though, Lucky.
Something I said. No success then. It's been, well, I'll say, quiet here. Yeah.
We spent the entire day nothing to report here either. We spent the entire day in the library without finding a single reference to the bloated woman or the cult of the bloated woman. Rather got carried away and missed our meeting with Miss Lee, but she's left this card. Have a look. She's found a lead, but cryptically doesn't say any more than that.
I wonder about that cult. It will be surprising for there to be absolutely no trace if they've been around for a long time, unless they're new.
Well, I understood that they may have adopted a folklore sort of angle from past. So although we might not find references to the new organisation, well, you would have thought we'd find some reference to the folklore origins of it.
Just trying to think whether there would be any other sources we could find. It's not going to, if they're that secret, there's not going to be any references in a newspaper articles or anything like that.
No, I don't think we were helped by the language difficulty. But, well, the librarians did help, but well, it was all a bit depressing, really, spending the entire day and coming away with nothing. But
what about the books that we've got here?
Personally, I'm a bit nervous of the books we've got here.
Yeah, rightly so. And it looks like the good Lord isn't going to be in a fit state to do any research for us. Perhaps we put that to one side for now then and see what Miss Lee's got to say.
I don't know about you, gentlemen, but I could do with something to eat after all day in the library.
I think I could do with something. I'm feeling all washed out. Could do with some energy. Maybe not something too spicy just yet, though.
Are you going to head down for some food then?
Yeah, I'll just check with Sir Edward that he wants to be left alone and that he's okay before we head out.
Yeah, he tells you through the bathroom door that he thinks he might be confined to barracks for a while.
Right. Well, I'll tell him we'll be back in an hour or two. So yeah, we'll see you later.
Mm-hmm.
As we leave, I was thinking maybe rather than us taking it in turns to mind the trunk, maybe we should see if we can find a bank that we could secure it in.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, it's not going to be entirely safe there, but it'll be safer than it would be here. I can always rig it, so if someone does get access to it, it'll be the last thing they do.
Yeah, it'll be the last of the contents as well. But yeah.
Well, the things that will take damage. I think some things in there, much like the Queen.
Yeah, if only they would take damage.
We'll have to take another voyage and drop them off the side. Anyway, let's go and get something to eat.
Okay, you're going to head down to the restaurant. It's bustling, quite busy, as you can imagine. Find yourself a table. Anything in particular you want to do this evening other than eat?
Let's have a brief discussion about what we're going to do next. So we've drawn a blank in terms of the museum. I don't know if there's anywhere else we could research the folklore around the bloated woman. We're still looking for Brady. Hopefully, Ms. Lee may have a lead on that. Mr. Chung was also going to try and make some progress with that.
Makes me worried that we're setting all these people off without them having knowledge of what they might be getting themselves into.
Yeah, Miss Lee was asked some rather searching questions about Brady. I think she's going into this with her eyes open.
Well, there's eyes open and then having the knowledge to recognise what you're seeing.
Well, that's true, but I think she's going to be cautious about it. She
I
seems a
hope
very,
so.
very competent young woman.
So what about these murders then? I think that's definitely worth an investigation, because if they've been, those are definitely individuals who were either, well, for some reason fell on the wrong side of cult activity to have died that way. So there were either ex-members or they were investigating. We should see what we can find out about them.
I agree. Where do we start? We could start with the victims, or we could start with Police Inspector Chung, but I'm not sure quite
Well, I don't know how much-
how's he going? He's not going to want to cooperate with us.
Well, yeah. Well, you can't explain why we'd be interested. Maybe we take a look at the murder scene. I mean, it's been, a week? Maybe we could gain entry and see whether there's any clues there. I know that the police would have been through it, but they wouldn't be looking for the same kind of thing that we would be.
No.
I'd agree with that.
Perhaps
we
if
might pick up something.
Perhaps if we take Ms. Lee with us. I mean, there's a reference in the newspaper article to a witness being so distraught. I mean, she may be able to ask around, and we may be able to find some of the witnesses to speak to directly.
Well, maybe we send Miss Lee during the day when she can actually talk to people, because obviously we aren't going to be able to speak the language to be able to ask those questions. But if we're quiet and then we can break in during the night, then free roam of their property to see whether there's anything there. If we go with Miss Lee and our faces are seen, it'd be very difficult to make a quick getaway if we need to.
Get the impression Lantern Street's a rather down market part of the city. So.
Well, Lantern, yeah. Hopefully people will be minding their own business, but we are going to be a little bit conspicuous. We might want to find some clothes that make us a little bit less obvious.
You have noticed from your kind of travels so far in Shanghai that a lot of people are wearing Western clothes.
It's sort of more international area.
Yeah, even I mean, it's the where you are at the moment. This part of the city, in particular, even though the majority of people still appear to be Chinese, there are a lot of people that are still wearing, like, say, Western clothes, and a number of quite a number of Westerners as well.
When you spoke about the Stumbling Tiger Bar, did you get the impression that Westerners frequented the bar and that area?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure it would be the most popular area with Westerners.
The murders were on Lantern Street, weren't they?
Yeah,
they were 88 Lantern Street.
So a long way. So if it's number 10, so it's quite a long way away from the bar.
Depends how close together, isn't it?
They could be on top of each other.
It's about from 11. Well, you can see the scale at the bottom, so a mile.
But it's reasonable to assume that maybe she worked at the Stumbling Tiger Bar.
Possibly.
That would be our connection. Maybe she found out something she shouldn't.
Yeah.
Just to give you some clarity on that, the Stumbling Tiger Bar is number 8, and Lantern Street, number 88 Lantern Street, is number 7.
Okay, so there is a fair distance. The newspaper article says that one of the victims resided at 88 Lantern Street, and the other one lived at an address that was unavailable.
It was a gentleman, wasn't it? You said that didn't.
Yeah, Ms. Wong lived at 88 Lantern Street. Mr. Su Chu, the other victim, lived elsewhere. So we perhaps ought to try and find out where he lived. That gives us another place to search, possibly.
Can I suggest a phone book?
Yeah.
Just a thought. Go and ask at reception if they have a telephone directory.
There is a limited directory here, sir, but as you can appreciate, there are very few phones in Shanghai. Only the more prosperous hotels and establishments have them. He gives you the directory, which is like a real thin, almost like pamphlet size.
It was a long shot.
Is it in Chinese?
No,
Don't make the joke.
No. Oh dear. It's not in Chinese, but you quickly realise that the majority of the listed numbers are businesses, and there's only a very few private individuals. And sadly, Mr. Chin His Chow is not listed as one of them. Can I help you, sir? Is there someone you're trying to reach?
Well, just Mr. Chin Shi Chow, but I don't know where he lives or any other contact details for him. Are there any other means of finding people in the city?
Yeah. Very difficult, sir. Really. Well, what does he do?
Well, that I don't know either. Oh, don't let me trouble you. I'll have a think about whether I really need to try and find him. Thank you.
He smiles. He looks quite kind of frowns. Just what the hell is he talking about? Sort of an expression.
Well, I wonder if he was again another long shot, but if he is involved in some way in the procurement of artifacts. Again, that is a punt, but if that was the case, he may be connected to a business.
Well, that's the other lead we have, isn't it? There's Ho Fang's warehouse, but I think we might need to find out. Seems to be the most dangerous lead of the lot. I wonder if we ought to try and find out a little bit more.
Well, given our experience of the last warehouse we went to.
Yeah, it's generally gone south quite quickly when we've just stumbled into places like that. So, what's the plan then for tomorrow?
Well, I'd still think it might be an idea to check out this woman's house tonight and see whether there's anything there.
Yeah, I suppose we should.
It's risky, but it's lower risk than going to the Stumbling Tiger Bar or the warehouse.
Yeah, and like you say, it's better to do that tonight before we start showing our faces around Lantern Street and asking questions.
Exactly.
All right, so another nocturnal excursion then.
We have also the Dark Mistress, do we not? The ship. That's something that we could also investigate.
Yeah. Is that likely to be connected with Ho Fang in terms of?
Well, yes, potentially. I don't think it was the Dark Mistress. I can't remember what the photograph looked like. Did it look like an ocean-going vessel, or did it look more coastal?
Was that the sort of the junk type ship?
There were junks in front of it, but it was
a
steamship. Like a steamship, yeah.
Owned by Alfred Penhurst.
The waiter comes up to the table and says, "Would you like a signature cocktail, sir?"
Oh yes, tell me about it.
Pearl of the Huangpu, chilled jasmine, infused gin, and lychee essence.
On
the house.
That sounds intriguing. Oh yes, certainly. Thank you.
No, thank you.
He also gives you a menu as well. You kind of look at it, you browse it. It's crystal pork terrine, drunken chicken, oysters, Rockefeller, various meals of that particular description. Braised ribs, sea bass.
Plain rice?
Pardon?
Plain rice?
Plain rice, yeah, you can have just plain rice.
Yeah. Toast.
You can have dry toast,
rice and prawn cracker if you want. It's a very impressive menu choice.
I'll choose something Chinese if they've got something.
Yeah, most of them are Chinese.
I'll have something light and not seafood related.
Okay, you sip your cocktails, you eat your food once it arrives. By the time you've finished your evening meal, it's about 7:30.
Perhaps we retire to a room until a later hour when it would be more suitable to investigate.
Yeah.
So time to get dark.
It's already dark. It was dark on the way back.
Dark on the way back. So, okay.
Well, maybe now would be a good time, because if it's earlier evening, we could walk down there while the streets are busy and we'd be less conspicuous, and we can always go back to much later hour. With any luck, there'll be a alleyway or something that we could try to gain access via.
Yeah.
Let's do a recce.
Okay, so where are you planning on heading to?
88 Lantern Street.
Lantern Street, okay.
Jacob's going to take his clock-making tools or clock.
Your repair tools.
Okay, you head out of your hotel. It's only a short trip to to Lantern Street on foot.
I'm
As
taking a crowbar, by the way.
Okay. So you got a crowbar. What else have you got? What other
pistol.
unusual stuff? Oh, are you taking your guns as well?
I'm taking a pistol. I'm not taking a Thompson.
No.
A
I didn't think-
handgun. Yes.
Yeah, just
handgun.
a pistol
Okay.
and a grenade. No, sorry.
You don't go anywhere without a grenade.
Yeah, you said unusual stuff, not.
No, that's
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 good. I get it.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, goes without saying, really. Yeah.
Okay. You move away from your hotel, and you don't have to go very far. Find yourself in a district of bars, gambling dens, and flower girl houses, which is exactly what Lantern Street is right in the middle of. Even at this, obviously it's dark now. It's a relatively early hour, but the bars are busy. There's a lot of noise coming from nightclubs. There's loads of neon signs. It's quite has a gaudy kind of seedy feel to it. It's kind of looks dark, bit dirty and grimy in some places. But you head down Lantern Street, and as I said, you can see a lot of flower girls hanging around on the edge of the street, approaching or waiting to be approached. In fact, for custom. You see as you head down Lantern Street, you heading towards the number 88 where the incident happened. You have to pass the Stumbling Tiger to do that. You can see from the outside. It's a bit it's a scruffy kind of single-story bar with Chinese and English signs outside, and the image of a drunken tiger tripping over a stone on its sign. Are you just going to go past it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it look like it's got bouncers on the door?
No.
It's entirely likely that that's just a place where information is traded rather than being a cultist den.
Yeah. But when have we ever been that lucky?
Just keep walking.
Yeah.
Chatting,
Yeah.
looking natural.
Yeah.
Whilst at the same time making sure we're not being followed.
Okay, so you do get kind of obviously the flower girls are looking for custom, so they're kind of looking and trying to catch your eye as you go past. I'm assuming you're just kind of keeping your head down and walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try not to attract attention.
Yeah.
Be as unmemorable as possible.
Okay. You arrive at number 88, Lantern Street. The door is closed, but you can see it's quite a small tenement building, quite scruffy looking. There are two upstairs windows. One of the upstairs windows has been boarded, and the one next to it, you can see. You can just about the curtains are kind of half drawn, and there's a soft red light that's emanating from it.
Okay, so that's the first floor.
Yeah.
So what about the ground floor?
The ground floor doesn't seem to have any windows on this side, on the street side.
No, I'm just going to walk up to the door and try it and let myself in.
Okay. It's locked.
How sturdy does the door look?
How sturdy does it look?
Yeah.
Yeah, not particularly sturdy, but there are quite a lot of people around on the street.
Is anybody paying attention? Like if I gave it a good shoulder barge, would it be likely to draw attention?
It's difficult to say really, because there are people around, but it would be difficult. It's quite a narrow street with a reasonable amount of people. It'd be quite difficult to barge the door without somebody seeing you. As to whether they do anything about it is another matter.
Oh, okay. I'm going to give it a shoulder barge.
Okay. Can you make a listen roll for me, please?
All of us, or
No, just lucky.
I'm gonna have a coughing fit.
Okay. No, I failed that.
Okay.
When Lucky goes in to put his shoulder through the door, I will make a little bit of a scene of myself to start coughing and spluttering.
Can you make a spot hidden roll, everybody, as well, please?
90.
It's a hard success from Jacob.
Oh, okay. Jacob, what did Albert get?
Hard success.
Hard success. Okay, well, both of you, you're kind of looking around as you see, as it becomes obvious what Lucky's intention is. You both kind of start looking around to make sure that there isn't anybody watching. You both look up at the same time, and you see that there's a figure standing at the window upstairs, with the curtain slightly drawn back, looking down. It's like a youngish Chinese girl with flowers in her hair.
That lucky no, we'll be able to put someone up there.
Okay, I'll stop what I'm about to do, and I will knock instead.
Okay, you knock on the door, and then almost immediately you can hear some footsteps within inside, maybe, but they're moving quite quickly, quite a lot, and some kind of low, chattering female voices in Chinese, giggling, and the door opens, and you see a young, slim Chinese girl. Well, she's opened the door with a bright red dress. There are some other girls behind her that kind of standing behind her, kind of laughing and giggling, and she says, "Hello, you come for custom?"
Yes, you speak English?
I speak English. You pay?
Yes, I pay. And for my friends, I'll indicate the two behind me. You have friends for them too?
We very friendly. You quick, you come in.
Okay, I'll step in.
Okay, you find yourself in a kind of small, quite grimy-looking corridor. And she said, $1.
Well, how about I give you $5 and we just talk?
Her eyes open, quite wide, and she's like, yes, you're very friendly.
Can we go somewhere quiet? Upstairs, maybe?
She kind of looks around and says, Auntie G upstairs, she not like talking, not with foreigners. We stand outside?
Yes, out the back. Do you have a anywhere more private than the street?
Yeah, you come this way. She quickly scuttles off. The other three girls do the same. You going to follow?
Yes.
Okay. You find yourself.
Are all the girls coming with us?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
You head through like a very rudimentary kitchen area, and you find yourself in a backyard, a high-walled backyard. You can still hear sounds of the street beyond. People on either side in the tenements, but obviously you can't be seen other than by the windows from the back windows from the other properties either side. She turns around and says, "I am Quivering Jade. You want information?"
Yes, we do. We are interested in finding out anything you could tell us about the murders last week.
Oh, the murder's very bad.
Did you know Miss Wong?
She here first night here. She very unlucky. Only just come to Auntie G's house.
Do you know where she came from?
I do not know. I not even have time to speak to her before it happens. Girl who was there before her, very, very lucky. She's sold by Auntie G 2 days before. She made much trouble.
Did trouble? How?
She always want to keep American man in her room. Auntie G, she very much disliked the foreigner. She sell her to down the road.
Do you know the name of the American man?
He was named John.
Any more than that? Is that all you know him by?
I do not know anything else. Miss G not like him. She not like Chu Mei Ling keep in her room. She say, "You Chu Mei Ling, you're not worth for me no more."
And where did she sell her to?
She sell her to doctor down the road, Dr. Huang. He at 140 Lantern Street. She bad foreigner. He trouble.
And what about the gentleman who died with Miss Wong? Was he a customer? Did she know him? Did you know him?
He customer. Me see him few time. He good customer, pay well, but he very unlucky. Both very unlucky. They children died, and not their fault, of a lady's fault. Chou Mei Ling have lot to answer for.
You think that they weren't the people that were going to be murdered? Do you think they were just in the wrong place? Do you think that it was the American that they were after?
I do not think too much. I'm not sure about that, but it seemed funny that foreigner be here and then he go and then this happen. Why would they be after her? She only just come.
Mm.
Can you describe the American? Was he young? Was he old? What did he look like? Was he well
He's quite.
dressed?
He not too young, but he quite big and strong. He he a nice looking man.
You got those photographs?
Yeah, well, the one of the expedition.
Yeah.
I'll show her Brady's photo.
Yeah, that him. Oh, man, that John there. That John. He trouble, John. How you know, John? Why you want to know about John?
Yeah. We know he's a bad man. He hurt friends of ours. That's why we want to find him.
Yeah.
Do you know where he came from or where he might have gone to?
Do not. I do not know. I told Mei Ling may know, but I not. She not tell me much about him.
We should. Well, maybe he's staying with her now.
Poor Magenta Joy, she my poor sister, and now in hospital. Doctors say her mind become frightened too much. She only shake and cannot speak.
Was that from the murder?
She see bat.
How big was this bat?
She puts her arms out, like a full stretch. Very big. He break a whole window.
Can we see where? Would you mind? Can I have a look?
But Miss G upstairs, she might not like it. But
and did it break? Did it break into the building from the window?
She said, "Yeah, I was not here, but it smashed through window. Very bad."
Can you show us? And if Miss G objects, then perhaps we pay her so that we can see the room.
She looks a bit. She turns round and she's kind of thinking as if. And before she has a chance to think, you hear some footsteps coming down the stairs, and they're quite slow. She's like, Miss G, she come down. You have to talk to herself now.
Okay. Thank you. I'll give her the $5.
She smiles. You're a very kind gentleman. You see an elderly, kind of, but fierce, haggard-looking woman with sharp eyes. She makes her way out into the. Well, she's standing in the doorway now, looking at you all in the backyard. She waves with an impatient flick at the girls. Go! Why you stand here like wooden post? Get inside!
I'll go and
they all just run off.
I'll walk straight over to her. Miss G?
What you want? She said, her eyes narrow.
We would like to see the room where the murder happened. We're willing to pay.
Why you want to see room? You foreigner. Why you want to see? Foreigner trouble. He American. He trouble.
Oh, yes, maybe. But we'll pay you well for you not to ask questions.
And we ain't Americans.
Well, one of us.
Shush.
Good. You pay, I shall.
How much?
She looks at her. $10 silver.
For $10, you leave us in the room alone.
Yeah, she nods. Are happy with that?
Okay, excellent. Lead the way.
You pay $10 first.
Okay, I'll hand over $10.
Just for reference, that's 150 quid.
I know.
I'm just telling you so that
she's no dummy.
Yeah.
Okay. She takes you up the stairs. She takes you up the stairs and leads you down the corridor to the front bedroom, which obviously is the room that has the broken window at the front. She takes a key from her around her waist, and with trembling hands, I'm not sure whether that's from fear or old age, she unlocks the door, and then she almost like scuttles off down the stairs. Meet way downstairs.
Right, go in.
Okay.
If I remember the notes that Douglas wrote and the stories that you've told me about what's happened previously to the Fitzwarrens, it's entirely likely that there was something in here which led the bat to this location. Maybe what we would be looking for.
Okay, you go inside. Where you push the door open. You can see that the room inside is just totally ruined. Every piece of furniture has been smashed to splinters. The walls, the floor, even the ceiling are spattered with blood, dark and dried like old lacquer. There is a heavy metallic smell which clings to your throat. You can see that along the floorboards, because there isn't any carpet in here, there are in one place, which is the first thing you see when you go in, is like a huge, great claw scratch mark.
Well, This was nothing natural then.
No,
I'm not sure that we're going to find too much in here, but
I think it's worth a search. But I imagine it's probably been stripped of anything that's of any interest. But I'll have a look. Start searching around the room.
Okay.
as will I, and we'll look particularly on see whether there's things like floorboards, which might be liftable, that kind of thing.
hmm
Let's all crack onto it.
Papers, yeah, anything out of place.
Yeah.
Well, everything's obviously out of place, but
Yeah.
Let's look for
Yeah,
something.
everything out of
in,
place.
look for something in place.
It is in place. Yeah.
It's not the tidiest of apartments. Okay. Okay. You searched around. Okay, Jacob, you find as you're searching around, you find in one corner. There's a small piece of the floorboard that looks like it's a bit loose.
I'll prise it up.
Okay. Okay, inside this one, there's a small compartment, which there's a packet no larger than a man's hand, which has been stashed under the floorboards in yellowing paper tied with string.
I'll bring it out.
Okay.
Can I tell what's inside? What it feels like?
Okay, yeah. It feels quite soft, malleable, light. I mean, you can see that a little bit of the packaging as you kind of rip a little bit of away. There's like a dense, irregular mass, like a dark molasses in there. You guys are worldly wide enough to know this is opium.
I'll pocket it.
Okay.
We could sell that.
Is it
For later?
Is it a sort of a personal quantity or a?
Yeah, it looks like a personal quantity. Yeah.
Is there anything else in the compartment?
No, you can't see anything else in there. That's all that was in there. Can you all make spot hidden rolls for me, please?
Wow, 1. That's an extreme success.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Don't bother anybody else rolling.
I've got, but I've rolled an 8. I've got extreme success as well. This is way unfair.
Sorry.
Jacob's discovered everything.
He's actually found Jack Brady in the wallpaper.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I keep that 8 for later?
Jacob, you find in a crack between two floorboards, just wedged in the crack, you find a what you think is a nail originally, like but you pull it out and you realise that it's actually part of a talon, like a strip that's been ripped off a claw or a talon. Does anybody who's got any Cthulhu mythos want to make a roll?
Yeah.
I'm not admitting to having Cthulhu. Yes, all right then. That's a shame. I was hoping that was the other way around.
Yeah, me too. Jacob's no idea what it is.
Me neither.
Oh, no, I've not got a clue, but I reckon it really smarted when it came off.
I'll give you a bonus die on it. No, I'll give Jacob a bonus die on it. Actually,
Might have seen this before. Oh, sorry. Bonus
no,
die.
I'll give you all a bonus die on it.
You just rolled another 1.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I didn't roll the bonus die. I just rolled another percentile. I still failed.
Okay.
No, now I'm absolutely sure I haven't got a clue.
Okay, that's fine.
But we'll take it back so that we can show Sir Edward later on, and perhaps he'll know. Is he Sir Edward or is he Lord Edward?
He's Sir Edward, I think.
He is a Sir.
Does he require us to call him Sir Edward?
I don't think so.
You might require it, but it doesn't mean you're going to do it. Yeah, you're pretty certain that that there's nothing else really to be found here. There's nowhere else it could be. I mean, you're surprised that you've even found those 2 bits, considering the police are supposed to have completely searched the place.
Probably wasn't a mess before they started. So next step is to go to the doctor's house to see if we can find this woman who can then lead us on to Brady, assuming, well, Brady might be there if he's essentially living with her, visiting regularly.
Yeah.
Maybe we just watch that place and see whether he turns up.
And you hear there's some footsteps behind you, and she emerges at the top of the stairs again. Very bad place. Nothing to find.
What do you think happened?
I do not know. I was not here.
Mm,
But not good.
no. Thank you very much for your hospitality.
Can you tell before we leave? Can you tell us anything about the American man?
I told her not to have him in her room. He trouble, I say. But she insists. He pay good, she say. He did pay good, but was end in tears. I do not know nothing about him. He very secretive. Turn up out of the blue from nowhere. Hiding from something, I'm sure he was.
Did he stay here rather than, or did he go out anywhere?
Not very often. I never see him go out. He hide in room a lot. That's why I say to her, you not keep him in room. Things terribly wrong with him. She no listen. Now, thanks to you kind men, I have money to pay for a new window. I'm very lucky today. But I have business to run, so you back go now.
She'll nod and depart.
Okay, you head outside into the street. You're back on Lantern Street now, looking up at the window.
Brady's not going to want to be found if someone else is after him and trying to kill him. He's going to be go to ground even deeper.
Yeah, but we might find the girl. She might know where or know how to get a message to him, perhaps. It's the only lead we've got.
She might lead us to him if we. If he's not at Dr. Wang's house, we could perhaps follow her and see where she goes.
Or if we do, we could speak to her and tell her to tell him that we're here to help him.
He's probably going to be a little desperate and quite rattled after the events of the other night.
Yeah, we'll say we could say that we know that he's being hunted and we can protect him.
I've got a question.
Mm.
Was that sent for him, or was there a chance it was sent by him?
You mean summoned by him?
Yeah.
Could be.
My limited understanding of how summoning those creatures works is that you can bind them when you summon them, but maybe he failed somehow in his. But why would he seek to summon a creature like that? To what end? To send it after somebody?
I don't know that as an answer, mate. But all I'm thinking is, how did he get away?
Well, he wasn't there, was he? He was.
But
they thought that whoever sent it thought he was there, sent the bat to kill him, but he left. So they killed who was there, which was two innocents. So it was just blind luck that he got away.
I don't understand these things. But they don't strike me as the sort of things that turn up at the wrong house.
No, yeah. Well, that's why I was thinking maybe there was something in the apartment that would lead the creature there. You don't just, I agree. If you remember what happened to Fitzwarren, it was the scroll that marked him, so it was targeted specifically for him. And maybe these creatures work differently.
That's the Stanton boy.
Yeah. Did you not read the notes?
I read the notes. That's how I know it's the Stanton boy.
Yeah, he was unlucky. But you're right. If it must be maybe summoning different creatures works in different ways. I don't know. Maybe another one question to ask Sir Edward. I don't know.
We're assuming Brady was the target, which I think is quite likely, but there's an outside chance it was the girl.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's just something for me to ponder, for Saw to ponder. You were right with what you were surmising before. Going to the location, seeing if he's there.
Yeah, I was just thinking about you saying about him summoning. If he summoned it, then why would it break in through the window? It would be summoned into the room that he was in, where he was doing his business, wouldn't it? It wouldn't appear outside, then smash its way in.
No, I guess my point that I'm posturing is that he wasn't there.
And this place wouldn't be my first choice to be summoning a creature like that.
No. Okay, well...
we'll work it out, maybe.
We can ask him when we see him.
Yes.
Right, shall we go and head to this girl's new abode.
You're heading further down Lantern Street to.
Yeah.
Yeah, 140.
Okay.
Yeah. See what the place looks like.
Tell you what, property values on this street must be plummeting.
Okay. You had the brisk step down from number 88 to 140 Lantern Street, where you find a narrow 2-story building, wedged between a pawn shop and a shuttered herbalist. A faded red lantern hangs above the door, its paper mottled with old rain. You can hear the faint clatter of someone moving inside.
It's the red lantern. There was the red light in the curtains and the other places. This a sort of a sign of a brothel.
You're not sure actually, because you haven't seen a red lantern like this in any of the other houses that you've been down this street.
There isn't a nameplate or anything on the door. She described him as a doctor. I wonder if it.
Yeah, the lantern has some odd. Do you want to make an occult roll? Anybody?
Yes.
Has some odd symbols on it.
Jacob succeeds.
Okay.
It could be falling very well.
Lucky does not.
Yeah. I'm playing to my strengths. You wait until we start getting into a gunfight.
At which point we all start rolling 99s and 100.
Okay. These symbols are relating to the Chinese Taoist religion. So he may be a doctor of Taoism.
So,
It's a little bit like Buddhism. The Tao religion teaches that all living creatures ought to live in a state of harmony with the universe and the energy found in it. Yeah, and it's
why would she live with him? Unless she was sold to, maybe she sold to him and he's kind of a philanthropist who buys girls out of prostitution to give them a new life. It'd be nice to meet somebody nice for a change.
He was described as a bad man, wasn't he? But where we were before, although I suppose if that's his, that's what he does, is buy people out of brothels, then perhaps he would be perceived as a bad man. But
yeah, maybe he's. Well, let's find out. Let's go and have a chat with him.
You're gonna knock on the door.
Yeah, Jacob, do you want to lead this time?
yes, yeah.
Okay. You see, you don't have to wait very long for the man to open the door. I have sent you an image of him.
Oh, he's definitely evil.
You see, he wears. He's quite a small, slight man wearing a threadbare Taoist robe, embroidered with symbols that look mystical. But actually, again, make an occult roll, please.
Not this time.
Yes, that's an ordinary success.
Okay, let's just send you a message. He bows repeatedly, hands fluttering. On a guest, please. Come in.
Thank you, Dr. Wang.
See, inside the place is cramped and dim. A few beaded curtains, a shrine with a cracked porcelain deity, and a cot pushed against the wall. There's no sign of any flower girls. In fact, there's no sign of anybody else living here apart from the good doctor. How can I help you? Are you English? You come a long way to see me?
American, in fact, Dr. Wang. I've come even further.
His eyes narrow a little bit. What can I do for you? Smiles.
Well, Dr. Wang, I'm going to get straight to the point. We're looking for a fellow American, and we've reason to believe that he may have come here, or a girl you acquired from up the street, Tao Mei Ling. She may be here.
His face changes from being all smiles and being overly obsequious to kind of his expression changes to one of irritation. That girl, I paid all money for her and now she disappear. She ran away with American friend.
He seems to be leaving people in that position quite regularly. But she was here, was she?
Yeah, she was here for not very long. I would have treated her well. She very ungrateful. She should have been grateful for opportunity I gave her. Take away from Miss G. I look after her nice, I would be. But no, she leave me. I spend money and now have nothing.
You were very generous to take her out of that awful life.
Did you?
Very kind. I am very kind.
So you bought her, you said, for what purpose?
I bought her as be friend for me. She be kept very I'm kind to my friends. They look after me. I look after them.
No. Do you have many female friends like
I
her?
have some. I have many. I have things to do. They help me with my things. I doctor, you know.
What kind of doctor?
He kind of looks. He points to the idol on the thing. I am a priest. I am a religious man. You know, understand being Westerners. You know, so I teach of key things like power in life, looking after being harmonious.
And
He puts his hands
well,
together.
and
I
how do you use the girls in this? How do they help you?
Well, he kind of looks. No, they just do things. They fetch and carry. They cook for me. They keep me company, keep me warm. You know, things that girls do. You know things.
The girl who ran away, were your other girls friends with her?
She only been here for 2 days. They hardly know her. I should not have taken her.
Can we talk to the other girls? Maybe she said something that would help us find this man, and we can get the girl back for you.
I have already asked them all they know. Of course, I want to look for her. Of course I do, but they know nothing. They say she very tight-lipped, say nothing about American. He name only John.
Was he here?
No, he not come here. I not have man in house. If you find her, you bring her back to me. I will reward you. He grabs to a bowl on the side and like hands like some crumpled Chinese notes. Yeah, I reward you. What he's holding in his hand is probably worth about 50 cents. Not much money, I know, but not fair money, fair for a runaway. She know, very ungrateful.
Was she from Shanghai?
She local girl, yeah, she very pretty. She a flower girl, though. I rescue her from there, bring her here. Kind doctor. Haha, this is how she treat me. Not good.
And where did she stay? With the other girls?
They have dormitory room upstairs. I have 3. Why you ask so many questions about her anyway?
Because
It
Sorry,
might
go on.
help us find her.
Why you want to find her?
We don't. We want to find him.
And she's probably our best chance of finding him. And if we can find her in the meantime, well, we'll all benefit, Dr. Wang.
You find her, you bring her back here. I have choice word to say to her. Yes.
Did she take everything she had with her?
She not really have nothing. The clothes that she stand up in, no much more than that. She work for Anti-G, so she not much.
May we speak to the other girls? Or pay you?
They not speak English.
Maybe you translate for us.
You pay, yeah, but I ask them a question already. They know nothing, cuz she not talk to them. I tell you that. Please, I not tell lie. Dr. Huang no lie. If they knew where she was, I'll find out. I'll go fetch. Pay good money for her.
You have no idea where she might go.
I have no idea. I know no American man. I never see him. I only know Auntie G say he stay in her room too long. I tell her she cannot have man in. Next thing, she never come back.
Do I get the impression he's telling the truth? I know his attitude changed when we mentioned it. I'm trying. Has she actually gone missing, or is he off her?
I'm gonna have a look. Okay, you get the you get the impression that you don't feel like he's lying about her, but you feel like he's lying about his intentions in terms of him being this kind of
benefactor.
Correct. Yeah. Which you probably already kind of got anyway.
Yeah. I think gentleman has probably.
I'm not telling you anymore than I tell you. She just disappeared. She disappeared. She cut. She not come back that night. That thing happened up the road.
What did you hear about what happened up the road?
Something very bad. Police and everything. Newspaper. Man and lady killed. Not good.
Did you know either of them?
No, I do not. But last thing I say to her before she goes is, did she know what happened? Because she would live in that room. I said, you're very lucky. You're very lucky for not being there. And I rescue you from there. She hear about it there. She looked scared. I said, well, you should be scared. Could have been you. Never come back after that. You find Chu Mei Ling for me, and I'll be very grateful. I help you. My doctor, I can help you with your key.
Well, we'll do our best, Dr. Wayne.
Can I help you anymore, or are we finished talking now?
We've finished, I think. We thank you for your time, unless you gentlemen have any other questions.
No, I think we've taken enough of your time, Dr. Wang. We're very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you for honouring me with your visit. I very much obliged. He bows and then lets you out.
Once we've left, complete charlatan. The symbols in his they're just nonsense. So he's not genuine. I worry about the girls that he's got in there, but
yeah, I didn't get the impression they were there to be friends of his. But
no. Also, though, unfortunately, not our job to rescue them.
No, and it also fits with him being described as a bad man, doesn't it? That,
yes,
he's got a hidden side.
Well,
don't spend all that time telling you what good guys they are.
Well, there's part of me that wants to help liberate those girls, but then you look down the street and probably every house contains somebody that could be liberated, and it's just additional risk that we probably can't take.
And liberate them to where?
Exactly.
Oh.
But he bad man.
All of which hasn't really helped us with our hunt for Brady. He's really gone to ground.
But it says that this is recent, though. Brady's been here for a while.
So
how did they track him down? Is this on us? Did we lead them in some way to him?
I don't think so, because this happened a couple of days ago.
Before you got here.
Yeah, but no, that's not what I mean. Like, now, did we tell somebody something about him being spotted here in? I don't recall saying anything in Egypt, but maybe somebody else did. Maybe when you were in London, you said something, and word travelled, and they've been hunting him since, and the timing's just poor. I don't know. I don't suppose that really matters, does it? We just know that they're on his tail, as are we, and they're slightly ahead of us. But now he's completely gone to ground. We don't have any leads at all.
And in terms of the timing, he was staying at the at number 88. Then the murders took place. The girl left at that point, and what prompted her to leave so quickly from Dr. Wang, when it could have been she might have discovered Dr. Wang's darker side, or did something else happen that?
Well, she disappeared the night that the murder happened. So maybe we found her second home immediately. You would have thought maybe she figured that she was too easy to track, so had to leave again. So it had nothing to do.
I'm not sure I've got the chronology quite right. Was she at the first place when the murders took place? Or
no,
she'd already gone to Dr. Wang by then.
She went to Dr. Wang's the day before the murders happened.
Yeah. So what happened? The way my has spooked her enough to.
Simon, you got it right from what you've been saying.
Yeah.
So the murders effectively that prompted her to
run from the doctors. Yeah. So she got. So the chronology, as I see it, she got booted out due to keeping Brady with her. The night after Brady and her vacated, and she went to the doctors, the bat turned up, killed the occupants of where she and Brady were staying. When she found out about that, she then bolted from the doctors.
That is exactly the correct chronology.
Which all makes sense, but doesn't tell us where she's gone or where he's gone. So we're going to have to try and find a different route. He didn't just stay there, does he? So he's moving around the town.
Sensible. Well, we've still got Ms. Lee. She said she had a lead.
Yeah.
One wonders whether she's going to tell us what we already know, though. But yeah,
that would be unfortunate. Bed or nightclub?
We should probably talk.
How hard are we pushing this evening? We should talk to Lee first.
Yeah, she might find something that we're walking into a place that could be dangerous.
Yeah.
Agreed. Okay, back to the hotel.
So you're going to head back to the hotel, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to stop off for a drink at the Stumbling Tiger on the way back.
Yeah, you obviously walk past it again, but you're just going to give it a wide berth.
I mean, up to you. If you'd be a way to check the place out.
Shall we?
Although, if it
What
does,
harm can a drink do?
well, it's not so much that, but if our descriptions have been circulated to anybody
A bit of
related, yeah. Also, I don't drink, but I'll happily watch you.
Okay, what's the verdict?
What do you think?
Give us a bit of a feel for the place.
Could be the most stupid thing we ever do. What do you think, Bert?
I think we should speak to Lee. We can come back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. We need some intel before we go over the top.
All right then, drink at the hotel then instead.
Okay.
Yeah, for
Never
sure.
sound quite so disappointed that we don't put ourselves in harm's way for a drink, Jacob.
Okay, you're going to head back to the hotel then, eh? That's the final verdict.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, you navigate the short distance between Lantern Street and your hotel in a fairly swift fashion. And presently you're in the hotel bar, feeling a bit safer. Then, was it just to bed, or what's the plan? It's about 9:15 now when you get to the bar.
Let's have a think. We've got a potential lead arriving tomorrow.
We could check in with Mr. Chung at the newspaper as well. He said he would make some inquiries.
Right, so we're relying on other people. We need to think about other routes to find out about the bloated woman. Let's think about that for a little bit.
Is it worth asking Mr. Chung, journalists?
It's Chang, by the way, just for
Chang,
that.
is it? Sorry,
Anthony Chang.
Yeah. Journalists often research stories. They might have a better idea of where we might be able to look.
Tell me what you know. What was said about the cult of the bloated woman? I was otherwise engaged when you were introduced to that name. How did it come up? In what context?
Well, it was prompted by us mentioning Ho Fang. He described Ho Fang, who obviously owns the company, as carrying weight in the city. Heavy suspicion was that Ho Fang was involved in criminal activity. He was quite interested in any evidence that we might be able to bring him of that. And it led on from that the Order of the Bloated Woman is an organisation that sort of cloaks themselves in ancient folklore, but are involved in criminal activities.
So they're a criminal gang using
that
to instill fear.
It sounds
the newspaper
quite familiar.
Yeah, the newspaper man didn't say, cults are abounding. He was pretty clear that they are using this old story of folklore as just a way of scaring their rivals. Like it's all pretend.
So they may well just be a criminal gang, but so maybe we're inferring that they're something more.
Yeah.
But this has remarkable parallels with what we experienced in London.
I think it's more likely that it is the sort of thing that we are interested in, and that the locals just don't know about it, and they're the ones making the assumption that it's just all stories.
But the name doesn't connect with any of the facets or worshippers of Nyarlathotep that we are aware of.
I don't think so.
We need more research then, don't we? We need to find other books, other.
We don't know.
Was it the library? I mean, is there a museum here?
That was the museum.
That's where we went.
That was the museum, was it? Okay.
Well, it's worth asking Chang whether there are any other places we might be able to do some research in. I would have thought the museum might have been the most likely.
All we know is that they are all stories, but we don't know any background other than the name to be able to.
Well, that's why it seems
to Nyarlathotep.
That's why it seems weird, though, because if they are taking folklore and using it to scare the locals, you think they'd be using some folklore which is well known and had a bit of history to it, so that people would know what it meant. But if it doesn't exist at all, why would it scare people? There's no history to it. It's like me going up to you and saying I'm a member of the clan of the Purple Fish, and you going, "What?"
I'd
It
be
wouldn't mean anything.
Be terrified.
No, but if I told you that I was a member of the Bloody Tongue, that would mean something to you.
Hmm.
The bloated woman doesn't mean anything to anybody here. Then why would it be threatening? Or maybe we should just ask some locals. Maybe it's all word of mouth.
Well, it must do. I mean, he referred to them as dressing themselves up in old folklore, so it must mean something to someone. It's just that we haven't
found the right place yet.
Yeah.
More research then.
So tomorrow we need to catch up with Miss Lee, go and see Chang again. What about the ship? Think there'll be any records here? Yeah.
Well, there'll definitely be port records. Well, I mean, have we even gone down and seen whether it's actually here?
Literally look for the ship.
Literally look for the ship.
Yeah.
But failing that, we can see if we can access the port records to see, has it been travelling regularly?
I would be interested to know where it's been travelling to and from in the last couple of years.
Yeah, and I don't know whether it would say what the destination would be, what the records would be, but it would certainly tell when it left and when it came back, and that would give us a theoretical maximum distance that it could have travelled. Maybe it's travelling to Australia, somewhere else. Like if it's been gone 2 days, that's a bit different from being gone 3 months.
You Brits are great at keeping records of where ships go. Wonder if the Chinese are.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow. Well, also, will they let us have a look? Are they matters of public record? I don't know.
Again, Mr. Chang may be able to help us with that. He's going to have some, local knowledge, journalist.
Yeah. Also seems that money talks here. Not that I've got any left now. That was an expensive evening.
I think we're losing our voice in that sense, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to hope that Sir Edward gets his money wired across.
Yeah.
Sir Edward's made the arrangements for the newspaper to actually receive the money, but I don't think he's actually made any arrangements of where the money's coming from.
Details.
Yeah, well, it does seem a little bit peculiar, because if he's concerned about the money being sent across, the fact that it's being sent from his accounts, if they were tracking such things, they would see where it came from rather than where it's going to. The fact that Sir Edward is wiring money to Shanghai kind of gives away that he's in Shanghai, does it not? Regardless of the fact that it's going to a newspaper office. Anyway.
Yeah, well, we're burning through money fast, so yeah, and that hair's already started running.
Yeah. Well, we've got some opium we can sell.
You know things are going bad when you resort to drug dealing, don't you?
Quite popular here, isn't it? So I was thinking of taking it up, get you through the night. Right. Is there anything else we want to do? Get an early night?
Yeah, I think so.
We come to a new strange city and we're going to have 2 nights sleep in a row without anyone trying to kill us.
We'll make the most of it.
It's a first, yeah.
I do think, seriously, I think we should find a bank.
Yeah, because if we're going back to Lantern Street in the evening again, we'll have plenty of time during the day.
Yeah.
Okay. So tomorrow, bank, see Mr. Chang, and catch up with Miss Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to head off to bed then?
Yeah.
Okay, you head back up to your top floor suite, and by the time you've all undressed and dressed into your night clothes, probably pushing kind of 10:30, Sir Edward is kind of curled up in a fetal position in his bed with the with one of the tomes that the one that he's been particularly fixated with during the whole of the journey, kind of wraps up in his arms and legs.
I will remove it and put it in the chest and lock it.
Okay.
And I don't really sleep that well, so I'm gonna sit myself in the living area and just put a blanket over myself on a chair.
Okay.
Pistol down the side of the chair.
Yep. Okay, you're just drifting off to sleep, all of you, when suddenly
Spoke too soon, Bert.
phone rings.
You.
You look at the clock. It's 11:10.
I'll pick it up.
Okay, well, you're actually in your bed, so I guess because lucky you're in the lobby
Yeah,
or in the saloon.
I'll pick it up then.
Okay. Terribly sorry, sir, for the late hour, but I have a Miss Lee on the line for you. She sounds quite disturbed.
Oh, put her through. I'll put my hand over the receiver. Jacob, it's Miss Lee. It might be wiser if you speak to her, given that I haven't been introduced.
Oh, I'll take the phone.
Okay. Don't say anything. Just listen. I'm at the Hotel Indigo on the north bank of the river Suchau. I met an American tonight, Paul Stanford. Told me he knew something about Brady, but I don't know what happened then. Weird. He asked me if you were in Shanghai yet. And then, I don't know what happened next. I can't remember the rest of the conversation. Minutes are missing. Maybe more. I ran out of the bar onto the bund and suddenly I was halfway down the street. I don't remember leaving. I don't remember paying. Two men followed me out. They're still behind me. They're outside the hotel. I don't know what to do.
Miss Lee, you need to find a place. She's in danger. She's near the Hotel Indigo on the North Bank, Suchau, I think she said it was. She said she met an American named Noel Stanford, who asked her if we were in Shanghai yet. Then she seems to have lost her memory of what happened next. She said she's being followed by two men, and the line went dead.
We need to get to her fast.
I think we do. I'll start getting dressed.
Okay. You get dressed quickly, and you're going to head out the room.
I'm going to pick up the scepters as well.
Okay. Right, okay. You head downstairs into the lobby, which is obviously the hotel lobby, which is obviously quite quiet this time of night. Everything okay, sirs? Says the night clerk as you go past.
We need some transport to take us to the Hotel Indigo on the North Bank.
Of course, sir. Yes. We quickly. He says something to somebody else in Chinese, and they one of them runs off to the front of the hotel. You hear him shout something in Chinese, and a motorized tuk-tuk kind of screeches across the road and is now outside with its engine running.
We'll hop in.
Okay. You jump into the tuk-tuk. It is only about a 3-minute drive west along the Suchau River. You go past 4 bridges, and then you can see up ahead. The driver points to the hotel. It's quite a small, unassuming hotel. You jump out of the tuk-tuk. What are you doing?
Is it just in terms of bearings? Is it somewhere between 6 and 9 on the map? There are 4 bridges.
It's down. It's on the south side, though.
Okay.
On the south side, yes. And it's towards number 14.
Okay, yeah.
Is there anybody outside? You said there were 2 men watching.
You can have a look around. Make a spot roll, everybody, please. I'm sorry, I must apologise to you, Jacob. It is you were right. I said it's the north bank, not the south bank. I got it wrong. So it is actually, on the north side, but about 4 bridges down. So probably where the N on Shanghai is, somewhere like down there.
Yeah.
Okay, but obviously on the river. Did anybody pass their spot roll?
Jacob failed.
But got a success.
Okay.
Hey.
Right. You can see the Hotel Indigo is on the corner. There's a lamp post more or less directly outside it, and then one across the road as well. You can see that there are 3 men stood in a doorway across the road, kind of half concealed in the shadows. But you suddenly see the red glow of the end of a cigarette. They seem that their body language is just they're trying to hide.
Mention it to the other 2 subtly. Hotel's been watched. You guys over there.
Do we go and introduce ourselves to him, or do we go check on Miss Lee?
Check on Miss Lee. We've got an advantage in that we ain't surprised. That's
Yeah. Right, let's get inside quick.
yeah.
Oh, they know we're here now.
You're going to go across the road and in through the main door, then, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a few steps and then through the main door of the hotel. You find yourself in a lobby with a large desk to the right, and off to the left is a few tables and chairs in front of a fireplace. There are only a couple of people sat in the lobby, but one of them is indeed Miss Lynn. She jumps up. Oh, thank God! Haven't known what to do. I think they're outside still.
Yeah, they are. We saw them.
Tell us-
Tell us what happened
tell us
exactly.
what happened.
So I made some inquiries with some people that I know, and they told me of an American, this Carl Stanford, who apparently is an old friend of Jack Brady's. I was able to set up a meeting. So we met at the Crimson Balcony, just the bar just a bit further down the river, and everything started okay, and then everything just went really, really strange, and I don't really remember too much about what happened, but I remember him saying something about, "Was I with you?" And he mentioned you all by name. And had you arrived in Shanghai yet? He started asking me lots of questions and about Brady and how I knew you and what our connection was. And then something really odd happened. I just don't remember. I can't remember him looking at me in a really weird way. And then the next thing I know, I was outside running away with these 3 thugs following me.
Did you eat or drink anything?
Wow. Did I drink anything? I think I only had water. No, I had tea.
Is it possible that he put something in the tea?
Well, I don't know what's possible and what isn't. Something really odd happened. Can't really remember much. I can hardly remember what the man looked like. But
how did you make contact with him in the first place?
Just through a friend, friend who knows him. Apparently, the friend that I know works close to Ho Fang's. He's a dock worker, a warehouse worker, and he is one that I use to pay for information. And he said that he overheard a conversation between Ho Fang and this American guy talking about Brady. And I asked him whether he would be able to contact the guy. He said that he was around the warehouse quite a lot, Ho Fang's warehouse. Just so happened that he saw him more or less straight away earlier today at the warehouse. So he basically went up to him and mentioned that I was looking for Brady, and then he said he would meet me because he knew Brady and he was a friend. So
I think what's probably happened is that he's looking for Brady himself, and he contacted you to find out what you knew about Brady and what you knew about us.
But who is this Stanford then? Do you know him?
No. Does the name mean anything to you, gentlemen?
Not me.
He was definitely American. I could tell by the accent, but that's all.
Well, I think that's helpful to us in that we know that he's definitely a person of interest, because it sounds like he's hunting Brady as well.
But it doesn't. Why are they following me?
Probably because they knew that you'd meet up with us. So now they've identified that we're here.
That's why I didn't come back to your hotel, because I thought they might follow me back there.
Well, that gives the advantage that at least they don't know where we're staying, but they know for a fact we're here. But they knew that anyway. So I wouldn't be surprised that when we leave they follow us rather than you. Although perhaps you should lay low for a while.
I've checked in here. I think I'm going to stay here tonight.
Do you not have a friend that you could stay with?
Well, I don't really want to leave if they're outside. I thought I'd be safe in a hotel. Do you not think that's a good idea then?
Well, they know you're here. That's the only thing.
But wherever I go, they could follow me.
Well, I don't think they're going to follow you. I think they're going to follow us.
Perhaps if we leave out the front and you make a swift exit out of the back.
Well, yeah, okay.
But it may be sensible to stay somewhere else other than your home tonight.
I'm normally pretty good with this sort of stuff. You know, I'm used to it, but this is really shaking me up.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Can I ask you what might be a strange question? But you said you lost memory earlier. You don't have any memories of an awful odour or smell, do you?
No, I don't have any memory of that. Of any smell, no.
But you did say that he's he looked strange.
He looked at me strangely. It's the last thing I can remember. His eyes were really, all I can think, really boring into me.
Well,
And then
I mean, it's
now I think about it now. I remember feeling almost like a little bit. I almost felt like a little bit dizzy, and then that's it. That's all I can remember.
well, maybe a stage hypnotism trick.
Whatever it was horrible. It really threw me when he mentioned you by name and started talking about whether you'd arrived or not.
Well, that is a concern for us more than for you. Can I suggest that we leave and we travel to another hotel and phone this hotel to let you know that we've been followed and it's safe for you to leave?
That would be good if you could do that.
And we'll phone you either way, and then you would know either to stay here and be safe, in the knowledge that they are still outside, or if they depart with us, then we'll let you know.
Okay, well, I'll wait to hear from you, and I'll stay here. Thank you. She suddenly gives Jacob a big hug. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm sorry to be trouble.
Not at all.
You employed me to do this. I just feel a bit stupid, really.
Well, I feel somewhat responsible for leading you into this, so we need to do our best to keep you safe.
Thank you. So she smiles. It becomes a little bit obvious that she quite likes Jacob. Anyway, That's besides the point. What are you going to do?
Well, what we're going to do, we're going to walk fairly obviously out of the front, aren't we, and go and find another hotel.
Yeah, do we walk, but that's an inviting attack, or do we get some form of transportation?
Probably the hybrid answer, where we walk out round the corner and look for a cab.
Yeah.
Rather than getting one straight from the front door.
That's we take a little bit of time trying to find a cab and see.
What to say is, it's not the objective to be followed, so we want to be quite obvious. They don't know that we've seen them.
Yeah.
So we'll go out and just let ourselves be followed.
Okay, so you're going to walk out the front of the hotel. So you walk outside, and then what's the plan from there?
Is to hail taxi of some description.
Okay.
Whilst keeping an eye to make sure that nobody tries to shoot us.
That would be less than ideal.
Well, I don't know. They're going to just follow us to find out what we know, or are they just, at this stage, just going to try and kill us?
So you go outside, you're standing outside, you can, now that you know they're there, you can see the three men in the doorway opposite, and you start walking, and you can see out of the corner of your eye, they start to move.
Do we want to dispose of these gentlemen, or are we just going to let them follow us for now?
We don't know who they are. They might be cops.
Yeah, fair point. Although I doubt it. Right, let's just follow the plan.
Well, the immediate plan is to draw them away from Miss Ling, isn't it? So,
yes. Yeah. So let's get some transportation and get to another hotel.
Okay. You flag down one of there are cars. There are taxis that are cars as well. So I presume you're going to go for one of those, are you?
I think something a bit that we want to be easier to follow, don't we? A slightly slower method of transport. Presumably, a tuk-tuk might be a bit slower.
Okay. Fine. And also we can observe, I suppose, more clearly. We'll do that then.
Yeah. Okay. Right, you flag down like a motorised rickshaw and ask it. You're just going to ask it to take you to the nearest hotel.
Yeah, but not the hotel we're next.
No.
That literally is the nearest hotel.
Like a sat nav when you're trying to reroute
it. You are at your destination.
Okay. The rickshaw makes its way off, and are you looking back, or are you just going to carry on staying? What are you doing?
Well, we need to surreptitiously look back to make sure that we're being followed.
Okay. Make a spot roll, please.
Oh, I've rolled a 1.
I'm not even going to bother.
You guys concentrate on getting the tuk-tuk. I'll keep an eye on these guys.
Okay.
Despite the fact that you're looking the other way, you can still see them.
It's not only that, he's read their names on their underwear.
I now know if they're cops or not.
Yeah.
If only.
Right, okay. I was going to send you some info, but
Okay.
if my thing you're playing,
If you can identify if they're packing heat, that would be good.
I'll try and send you a message, but for some reason it's not working. You can see that the tuk-tuk, the rickshaw is the one that you're aboard is now being followed by a second, which does indeed have the three men that you saw. Well, you presume they are the same ones that you saw in the doorway. They're quite nondescript looking. They're all Chinese. They're all wearing commoners, maybe kind of dock workers wear. There's not really anything that they're wearing that stands out other than that.
Yeah. At least one of them's got what look like a curved knife. So they're certainly armed.
The rickshaw bimbles along for a bit before it comes to a halt outside the Metropolo Classique Hotel, which looks from the outside to be like a stylish, decadent hotel, probably similar in quality to the one you're currently staying at. The superb Art Deco facade. You gonna jump out?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. As you do so, you see a rickshaw that's following you suddenly kind of slow down further up the street. You get out, you pay the driver, and he drives off.
Should we head in and make the call to Miss Ling?
Yes.
She can get to safety.
Yeah.
I'll ask
Okay.
the receptionist if I could use their phone. Call the Hotel Indigo.
The receptionist says, "McMahon," says, "Yes, of course, sir."
I'll stand at the door and look out and see if the others approach.
You see the rickshaw that they're in kind of parks up across the road. Not, just about 20, 30 yards down the road. And they just sit in there. You make the call to Miss Lee even. Miss Lee, is it safe for me to leave?
It is. They've followed us, so please get to safety as soon as you can. But they've definitely come with us.
Thank you. I can't thank you enough. Shall I come to the hotel tomorrow, or what do you think?
Perhaps best not to. We've got your number, haven't we, on your card? So we'll be in touch with you.
Oh no, that's the hotel number. Sorry, I don't have
of course. Yes.
I don't have a private number. I don't have a telephone, but well, I can meet you tomorrow evening somewhere, or maybe. What do you think?
Yes, I'm a little worried that you might be followed, but
maybe if we meet somewhere like the museum or something like that, somewhere that is, safe.
All right, we'll see you at the museum tomorrow evening. Will they still be open at, say, 6?
I think they probably might be closed by then.
Or just before closing time, perhaps 4:45.
Okay, I'm not going to do any more on the case. As things
No,
stand.
I don't think you should be attracting any more attention. But I'm glad you can get to safety. So we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll meet at the museum tomorrow afternoon, and we'll decide what to do from there. Thank you. Thanks for your help. Bye. Puts the phone down.
Can we trust her now?
So unlucky.
Can we trust her now? If somebody's been messing with her mind, which it sounds like they have, they might have only been doing it to gain information, but equally they could have planted something in her mind. So I think at the very least we should be careful about what we say to her.
Do we need to say anything more to her other than extracting information from her?
Well, I don't know that we're going to get anything more from her now anyway, will we? I think maybe there's an argument for letting her loose for her own safety.
Don't disagree.
So, because we've got this Stanford, who sounds to me like he's a cultist with some form of magical abilities that we are going to have to be very careful of, and he's hunting us. So if he's capable of doing what I think he did to her, and if he's trying to hunt down Brady, maybe it was him that summoned the bat creature. I admit that I'm taking lots of separate pieces and laying them all on him, but he sounds like a dangerous man.
That I agree with. And he's also after Brady for sure.
Exactly.
Must have connections with, well, who knew we were heading here?
Well, I think it's not that they knew we were heading here. It's that I suspect that word went out to every single one of the factions that are working towards bringing Nyarlathotep back that we are abroad. So they were contacted. Shanghai was contacted. London was probably contacted again. Australia was contacted. So they're all aware that we were going to pop up at some point, and they now know that we're here. So we had our respite. Now the question is, are they going to let us travel around doing what we do, or are they just going to try and kill us? I suspect they are just going to try and kill us, or they're going to try and kidnap us and regain the items that we've stolen from them. Luckily, 2 of which we've turfed overboard, so that slows them down. But we have got other things that are going to be of value to them, so it's doubly important that we put them somewhere where they're out of their reach or easy reach.
Get followed to the bank, eh?
Well, luckily, so far they don't know what hotel we're in, so if we're lucky, we can get that transported. Maybe we put it in a series of smaller bags to transport it rather than having one massive trunk.
What we're going to do tonight?
Well,
We've got to lose this tail in with, haven't we?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are they just following? Yeah, they haven't attempted to attack us, so we just need to lose them out through the kitchens of the hotel and out the back.
Give it a whirl.
Okay. You want to head back through the kind of staff door at the back, then basically.
Yeah, and just find a way out and head out that way.
Okay. Okay. You make your way past a few quizzical expressions of the staff of the hotel, but you head out the back, which is obviously exactly the opposite side of the building to the 3 men that are watching on the front. And yeah, you find yourself in a kind of a run-down street at the back of the hotel, which is stark contrast to the front of it. It's pretty deserted. Well, it is deserted. There's no one on it at all. Quiet. What are you going to do?
Walk as quickly as we can, taking back streets for a while.
Away. A roundabout route with a few switchbacks as well.
Make sure we're not being followed.
Are you just going to walk the whole way?
No, just so we're far enough away to make sure that we're not being followed.
It's only about a mile.
Like I say, it's about a mile. I think we should just walk.
Yeah, okay.
Easy to keep our people just looking in different directions whilst we're hitting the pavement.
Okay. Can I get you to roll percentile dice for me, please, each of you?
Roll 47.
23.
80.
80, okay. Thank you. Okay, via a circuitous route and doing your best to stay out of areas that look particularly uninviting, you manage to get back to the hotel without attracting any unwanted attention from either anybody that's following you or any of the other denizens of Shanghai that would be out and about at this time of night. And yeah, you were pretty relieved when you walk up towards the front of the Astoria. You have not seen anybody following you.
Mm-hmm.
You're just going to head straight in?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. The lobby is almost deserted. In fact, it is deserted. There's nobody in there apart from the night staff. You can see that the staff are clearing the tables. There's cleaners out. All the kind of staff of the hotel are busy getting ready for tomorrow. But there's not really much in the way of customers except for yourselves. Obviously, so you're just going to head straight up.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. You arrive back at your room, and you are happy to find that when you open the door, that the room is exactly as you left it, even down to Sir Fitzwarren being asleep. You notice that he has reclaimed the bow.
I'll take it away from him again and put it in the box and lock it.
He kind of grumbles a little bit, and in his kind of in his sleepy state, he half resists you taking the book off. Then, yeah, he's asleep, so you just take it off him. He starts mumbling some things, some words and stuff that you're not really sure whether you understand or even in fact whether you want to understand it.
We should be mindful of him. He seems too deep. We know where reading those things and then making use of those things leads to.
Okay, so is it just a case of going asleep? Any additional provisions being made, or we just...
No, I'm going to wedge a chair under the door handle.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that the windows are closed.
Okay.
locked.
There's shutters on the windows as well, so I presume you're closing the shutters.
Good. Oh, most definitely. Do they open in or out?
They open inwards.
Right. In which case, I'm going to balance some things on the windowsill, so if anybody opens them from the outside, they'll knock it off onto the floor.
Okay. Are you going to tape a hair through across the door as well, so you can see within one? No, that's fine. Okay, so you're doing that.
I mean, to be honest, I think we'll hear it if a giant bat bursts its way through.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
I think hearing it's probably not going to be the most
concern.
challenging in that scenario.
Yeah, I'm a
Well,
bit
this is
worried
not-
it knocked over the vase and broke it.
Yeah, as long as it's not Beatles.
Yes, well, I heard about that.
Okay. After checking the windows and doors for about the fourth time, Lucky settled down for some. Yeah, you don't really sleep a huge amount, do you?
No, I don't. I'll be in there. I'll sit in a chair with a blanket until I eventually drop off.
Okay. The night passes uneventfully. You all awaken with the room as it was. A new day has dawned. What is the plan?
Well, just a reminder, we need to meet Miss Ling at 5:15 at the museum later. Or
First things first. We need to take that. We need to get to a bank and get this stuff in a vault. Take out the things that we need. So whatever book Sir Edward wants to keep out.
You glance at the calendar on the wall in your bedroom, and which tells you that it's Saturday, the 25th of April. Okay.
Does that mean the banks are shut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Losing track of the days, eh?
Well, okay. It's gonna have to be careful then.
you go and see Mr. Chang? But the newspaper will be open on a Saturday.
Yeah.
The news never sleeps. It's either that or we wander around the docks looking for a boat. I think Mr. Chang is a more sensible first option.
I think so.
You're going to go and see Mr. Chang?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Constantly on the watch for people following us.
Fine. I'm not meaning to roll dice, by the way, so I don't know what keeps happening. Okay, you begin to head back down the river, down the Suqiao River, which actually the Shanghai Courier, which is number 14, is past the hotel that you rang from last night. It's on and just a bit further down. So you'll presume you're obviously going to be extra vigilant when you go back down that area, or are you not going to go past the hotel that you're in? What are you going to do?
Should probably take a roundabout route.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'd agree.
Jacob, can you roll me a D100, please? It's a luck roll.
No, that's definitely not lucky.
Okay. Yep. Okay, you keep your eyes about you. You don't see anything untoward or any suspicious characters following you. And you arrive at the courier. You head inside, and you're shown through again to Mr. Chang's office. Good morning, gentlemen. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Good morning, Mr. Chang. How are you? Fine day.
It wouldn't be too bad if I didn't have to work on a Saturday.
Maybe a little soon, Mr. Chang, but I don't know if you've been making any inquiries about Mr. Brady.
I have. I have put my feelers out as much as I can, but haven't had any responses of yet. It is a bit soon. Even the best reporters take a little bit of time to trawl up the fish, as it were.
I feel we ought to warn you, Mr. Chang. I think there are other people after Brady as well. So can I suggest you're as circumspect as possible in trying to find him?
It feels like I need a little bit more information there. What's happening?
Well, we know Brady has gone to ground. He's clearly afraid of someone, and we think there are other people hunting for him. So
perhaps we should share the name of the individual that we think is hunting for him. Mr. Chang, maybe he has heard of this person.
Carl Stanford, an American.
No, I don't say. I can't say I have heard of him.
And possibly an associate of Ho Fang.
Is he okay? So where does he fit into the picture?
Well, that we don't know yet, but we think he's searching for Brady.
Everybody seems to be after this Mr. Brady, don't they?
Yes.
Okay, well, I have put out my feelers as much as I can. I'm hoping that I will have something for you. But other than that, I can't really say anything else. You just need to give me time. It will take a little bit of time. It's a big city.
Well, we appreciate that. We'll need to be patient, Mr. Chang. I don't know. Perhaps there are two things. Perhaps you could assist us with, merely in terms of pointing us in the right direction. But the first would be: are there any records in the city, shipping records? If we were looking to find out where a particular ship may have travelled to.
Well, that would be at the harbour master's office down on the Boond.
And are they public records, or might we need to pay?
To be honest, I've never really thought about it. I think anybody can ask to see them. Yeah, pretty sure that's the case. They're not confidential.
Thank you. And the other point is we made a somewhat fruitless trip to the museum yesterday, trying to research the folklore behind the bloated woman, without any success at all. Is there anywhere else in the city we might be able to research the folklore aspect of it?
Good question. There are lots of scholars in the city that might be worth engaging. Don't tell me you want me to find them for you as well.
Well, seeing as you've made such a kind offer, Mr. Chang.
I mean, it's not something that I really have a specialism in, as you can probably tell. But yeah, I'm sure that I can see what I can do. Yeah, again, maybe if you leave that with me, come back later today. I'll see what I can find out for you. I can see that you're pretty keen. I'm sure I can dig up some authority on the subject that will be able to help you.
Well, we're very grateful, Mr. Chang, and seeing as I've set you so much homework, perhaps we ought to take our leave at this point, unless there's anything else, gentlemen.
No, other than to say thank you for your efforts.
As you're talking, one of the reporters comes in, a youngish man, and he says, "Mr. Chang, Mr. Chu is here. He said that he's got something for you on this Brady character." And Mr. Chang turns to look at you. Okay, send him in. And a young, what you assume is another reporter, dressed in Western clothes. He carries a copy of the Shanghai Courier under his arm, and he throws it down. Well, he puts it down on the desk in front of you, and he kind of looks at you. And Mr. Chang says, "Don't worry, these are the gentlemen that are interested." I have found what might be a lead for your Mr. Brady. He shows. He points to the courier that he's just thrown down on the desk. I'd show that to you now. He said, "I went through the back issues yesterday, and I was looking for anything out of the ordinary, anything kind of it might be a bit weird. And this story kind of struck me as being a bit odd, so I followed it up. And been to speak to the monks today, and they tell me that the European man that is referred to at the bottom of the article was actually an American, and very much fitted the description of the picture that you showed me, Mr. Chang. So it's a lead, but they weren't sure of what happened after he left. But he's certainly been seen. This was a couple of weeks ago."
And did you show them a picture of Brady? Was it?
I didn't actually take the picture with me, but Mr. Chang says, "Yeah, I showed him earlier, but I could go back with the picture, but the description they gave me pretty much it was bang on."
Good work.
One more thing as well. One of the monks told me that the American man, I think he said that his name was John Smith. Yeah, exactly. he was wearing the monk was a little bit well, not alarmed, but he noticed that he was wearing a red wristband, which if you don't know your politics around here is there is an activist group called New China who are quite violent and active in political circles in Shanghai, trying to reclaim China for the Chinese, and they have a red wristband as one of their symbols, which was a bit odd, and it struck the monk as odd also that an American would be wearing that.
Where away is this garden of the purple clouds of autumn?
It's in the French concession. Just actually, it's through the French concession in the old city. So it's it's a couple of miles.
That's to the south, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Just right.
It's not a huge amount, I know, but it's something. I've only been on it 24 hours, so that's good work. It's good work. You, thank you. Go if you want to carry on. See what else you can find. But yeah, it's a good start. There you go, gentlemen. I told you that I would bear fruit for you.
Very useful, thank you.
True to your word, thank you.
So your Mr. Brady is obviously around, and if he has anything to do with New China, I'm not really sure whether we should be looking for him.
Violent sorts.
Very much so. Assassinations are their calling card.
Oh.
Civil unrest. It's.
They're the sort of people who go to the streets armed.
Oh yes, definitely.
What? Guns or knives?
Or both.
Oh. Okay, great.
They don't take any prisoners. Put it that way. Seeking to reclaim China for the Chinese, railing against the foreign influence and the unfairness of the situation after the Opium Wars, which has been further driven home by the settlement after the First World War. There are lots of people in China that believe that the wealth that foreigners possess here and the position is undesirable for them. It's the New China wish to get rid of all foreign influence in Shanghai and China, the whole of China, and reclaim the whole country for themselves. They are a very active and aggressive group. There are many of these groups, as I mentioned to you yesterday, but these are at the forefront. Quite why your friend is mixed up with these, I don't know. We
have enough to worry about without getting involved in political fights.
We will continue our searches for Mr. Brady. I'll do what I can to find some names of people that might be able to help you with that cult as well. Although, as I said yesterday, they're more likely to be a gang of some description.
Well, you may be right. Thank you, Mr. Chang. You've been most helpful. What time should we return?
Come back just before closing this evening. I'll see if I manage to get anything else. I should at least be able to dig up some of these scholars for you. Okay?
Thank you, Mr. Chang. It's been very helpful indeed.
No problem at all. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and I'll see you later.
Thank you.
He shows you out.
So, floating clouds of fire.
Which seem to move
following them
in an unnatural way.
And they're scholars. Why would he seek to kill scholars? Question would be, is he fighting against them in the way that we are?
Not the enemy of thine enemy, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, what's his angle? So he ran. Now, if he ran, did he run because he stole something, or did he run because he didn't want any part of it, and now he's seeking to destroy it? Has he learned? If you're reading that article, it reads like he can cast magic, and if that's the case, is he using it against the cults? Maybe he's a good guy. Maybe that's why he's hiding. So I don't know. I can't see what his motive is. What's the motive for killing?
Kill 3 scholars.
Yeah.
But especially the article says their deaths are a profound loss to all who value China's great heritage.
Which is the opposite of what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So could it be that he was barking up the same tree again, and that he's the target, and these are just collateral? But for that to happen twice sounds unlikely.
Well, another lead, at least. It's worrying, though. There's a lot of magic being thrown around here, for which we are ill prepared.
Mr. Brady seems to be attracting a lot of heat. Use the pun.
Okay. That's a good place to finish, I think. 10:45.
Yeah.
Indeed. Excellent.
Mm.
I hate it. There's too many leads. There's too much stuff going on.
It's that horrible
Oh,
bit at the start of the chapter when you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there's too much. Too much.
It's better to have too many leads, though. We've had times where we've been scratching our heads thinking, what the hell do we do next? So,
Okay, we've done the one thing that we know. Now what do we do?
Yeah.
That's all for this week. Hopefully you'll join us next time where we start to pull on more of those threads on Steady Rolling Man Presents The Masks of Nyarlathotep.